All right, let's take a look at the classic bluegrass standard Dark Hollow. This is going to be in the key of C, and it's a great one to learn because it comes into jams all the time. It gets called a lot, and it's a fun tune to play. It's a really good study for the key of C also. So let's take a look at it. All right, so this starts off with 3 quarter note pickup notes. It sounds like this. So what I'm on the 4th string, plucking with thumb, and then I've just got index, middle, and ring finger. And this is 4th string, frets 2, 3, and 4. And then that leads us into the tune. So what we're doing is jumping into a C chord. I just have a partial C chord here to start with, and we're doing a forward reverse roll on this. So I start with 2 fingers. I start the roll on the 3rd string, and then on the way back down of the forward reverse roll, I place my middle finger down on 2nd fret, 4th string. So we have. Then it goes to an open G chord. So I'm just doing a square roll on the 3rd string, then 2 to 4 slide on the 3rd string. So that measure goes. So the next measure goes to a C chord, but we're actually jumping into an A minor position to get the melody note. So it's just like a C chord, but we're taking our middle finger and placing it on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. And then we have a square roll starting on the 3rd string, and it sounds like this. So this whole measure goes. So we just have square roll starting on the 3rd string, and we're in this A minor position, so we're going. And then the next half of the roll goes strings 5, 3, and then I place my middle finger down on 2nd fret, 4th string, pluck with thumb, and middle on the 1st. So we've got. And then we're keeping this C chord down, and I just do a 4-note forward roll starting on the 3rd string, and then I've got 2 quarter notes. So this measure goes. And what I'm doing is these last 2 quarter notes I pluck 1st fret, 2nd string with the index, and then 1st string open with the middle finger. And then I place my ring finger back down on the 2nd fret, 1st string, and I've got a forward roll. It's kind of a hybrid roll. It's not really any exact particular forward roll. It goes, once we get back in that C position, we go middle finger on the 1st, thumb on the 5th, index on the 2nd, middle on the 1st, thumb on the 5th, index 2nd, and then thumb on the 3rd, middle on the 2nd, or middle on the 1st. So we've got. that leads us into an F chord, so I'm putting down a 3-finger F shape. That's on just strings 1, 2, and 3. And I'm doing a forward roll starting on the 3rd string. And then we jump back into the C position, just a regular old forward reverse roll. So what I'm doing is doing the first half of the roll. I've got 2-finger C chord down. Then I lift up off the ring and do the second half of it. And then on that last note, I put my ring finger back down. And then we have a single note pinch with the index on the 2nd string. This is a partial C chord pinch. And then quarter note on the 2nd string, middle on the 1st. So this is just 4 quarter notes. Alright, so that was the first half of the tune. And now we're going back into our C position, and we've got that same hybrid roll I called it earlier, and it goes. And then what I'm doing is going to a C7 position, so I'm going. So what I do is just, for this C7 roll, it's just a forward reverse roll, and I'm just putting my pinky down on 3rd fret, 3rd string, and just a regular old forward reverse roll. And we jump into our F shape again, 3-note F chord, strings 1, 2, and 3. Then I do that same forward roll. So now this forward roll that we did earlier, it's just to explain it, we've got thumb on the 3rd string, index 2nd, middle 1st. We go to the 5th with the thumb, index on the 2nd, middle on the 1st. And then to wrap it up, we just do a 2-note, 2 8th notes, thumb on the 5th, and middle on the 1st. So that goes. And now we have what I might call another hybrid roll. We're still in our F shape, and this roll sounds like this. So this is going to be 2 measures of F in a row. It's going to sound like this. It just has a neat little kind of a weaving sound to it. It's really cool. So this roll sounds like this. So index on the 2nd, thumb on the 3rd, index 2nd, middle on the 1st, thumb on the 5th, index 2nd, thumb on the 3rd, and middle on the 1st. And then we jump into a partial C shape, and it's going to sound like this. Now what we do is jump back into that A minor position. So we're starting with just 2 notes down, and I'm going index 2nd string, so that roll goes index 2nd string, middle 1st, thumb 5th, index 2nd, middle 1st, and then it reverses itself. So it's almost a type of a forward reverse roll. So we go. Now index goes to the 2nd, thumb 3rd, and I'm placing my middle finger back down on the 2nd fret 3rd string. So this measure goes. And then back to the G, we're doing open square roll, real simple. Then a 2 to 3 slide. This is a forward roll, strings 3, 2, 1, 5. And that's that classic 2 to 3 slide. And then jump right back into the C position, and we go quarter note on the 2nd string. I'm plucking with index. And then thumb and middle, strings 5 and 1. And then we're kind of doing a little gospel ending. It's going to sound like this. Real nice little ending. So that's quarter note, second string, 2 eighth notes, strings 5 and 1, and then third string open with thumb, index second, and then we're kind of jumping into what looks like an F chord. It's really just a suspended note out of the C. And we end on that second fret, fourth string. So there's a good starter version of Dark Hollow. You can elaborate on this as much as you want, but it's a really great tune. So hopefully that was helpful, getting through the tune with a decent explanation. And learn this version first and just try all sorts of different versions, because it's a good one to explore and you'll get a lot of use out of it. So have fun with this one.